Well, it's another fantastic one on That's Classic. This is a fun one. This is somebody that I've been trying to get together with for some time, as you know, things go, and it's just such a pleasure that it's come together. Today, I have someone who is known for her role on Knots Landing. She's been in films such as The Love Bug. She has a podcast with Donna Mills and Joan Van Ark called "We're Not Done Yet." And I want to welcome Michele Lee. Welcome, Michele.
Thank you so much. Now, we're not with a K,
Right, exactly. I tried to
but yet.
emphasize that one. Yeah, yeah.
And I never wanted it to sound like we were begging for a job. We're not done yet. Somebody, please. I'm not done yet. Please, can I have some more? Oh, I'm not done yet. But what it's really about is just getting together. The three of us have been friends ever since Knots Landing landed 40, maybe near 45 years ago.
Isn't that great? That's just
Yeah.
amazing, first of all. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's been a resurgence of interest in the show because they started streaming it on a few different venues, and all of a sudden, everybody who loved Knots Landing originally and some newbies discovered it. Very interesting, very young people. And they started watching the show from the very beginning. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
think, oh my God, there's a whole new audience. And they have fallen in love with the show and the characters. And we always had, how often did you watch Knots Landing?
You know, I
Go on,
no,
tell
no, I will tell you, I did watch it, but I was not a consistent viewer, but I did watch it. I mean, it was on for 14 seasons, so I saw quite a few episodes, but I was not like,
I don't believe
every.
you, little.
No, I
I
did.
just
Seriously,
don't.
I did because honestly, what got me is Dallas, and then I got, then Knots Landing kind of, I don't know, fell into that world. So I was like,
No,
oh,
it did not.
well,
It
okay.
didn't fall into that
You
world.
had,
Don't
well,
put
I
me in
mean,
the
in the
world
in the
of Dallas,
viewers,
please. Thank you very much.
right?
Although they're all friends of mine. And actually, the writer, the creator of our show created Dallas. The real story is, and you might or might not know this,
I don't.
David Jacobs, who is brilliantly talented and very creative, did the show, not called at the time Knots Landing, was had another name, but the concept of it was four couples living on a cul-de-sac.
Hmm.
So at the top of the cul-de-sac, you have the round part of the cul-de-sac, and there's a lady, Joan Van Ark. She's the one that married you from Dallas. I don't know. And there's Michelle, who should be the star. She's better by far. Anyway,
That's pretty good.
he did this show and it was called something else, but he wanted to be like, oh God, what Ingmar Bergman's story of a life, story of a marriage.
Hmm.
Am I saying it wrong? But he wanted a unique look into four marriages and what they were on this cul-de-sac. And it was not serialized. It was
Hmm.
not a quote unquote, hate the word soap opera. It was not a soap opera.
Right, right.
It was the stories with the beginnings and ends to each story, although the characters would come through and be obviously running through the whole show. And then he tried to sell it to CBS, and CBS said, "We want a show more bigger than life. We're not looking for life. We want something that's big and men and oil and whatever, the greed,
Hmm.
as they say." First of all, that show really is, when you look at it, it's Cain and Abel.
Oh,
You
sure.
you have Bobby and okay, they're fighting over the ranch and the oil and the whatever. Okay. Um, and so what they said was, so he wrote then Dallas. Okay. He
Hmm.
started Dallas. And then Dallas became such a big hit. They said to him, There was that other show we really liked it, but it was about everyday people. Why don't we? Okay, let's get the black sheep of the family person from Dallas and his girlfriend or wife,
Hmm.
and we'll bring them over to this place called Knots Landing, and we are going to then call it a spin-off.
Ah, I
Wasn't
got you.
really a spin-off. A lot
Right.
of people don't know that. Interesting, isn't it? I
Yeah,
thought.
that is.
Thank you very much. I know I'm very bright. Thank you again. I'm off the wall. Let me tell you, and you might know why.
Sure.
Certainly, your viewers have no idea why, but I'm going to tell them right now.
Before we go on with the interview, I just wanted to remind you to please subscribe to That's Classic if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when my next episode is being released. Okay, let's go on with the interview. I want to hear it.
Okay, I was in New York, and I love New York. The whole beginnings of my career was New York and the theater. Never wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a performer. Okay.
Hmm.
So hence I did a lot of musicals on Broadway. But anyway, I was just in I saw Broadway. I wasn't in Broadway. I was in New York. And I get a phone call and they tell me that a pipe broke in
Oh,
my house here.
oh,
And for 2 days, because the man who worked for me wasn't there for the first 2 days.
oh,
It rained gushes of water from the top floor for 2 days,
oh my gosh.
from the top floor all the way down to the basement.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not living here. I am. So, what do you care? It's like, oh, thank God it's not me. Oh, Michelle. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for
Oh,
you.
you cracked me up. Yeah.
Right. So I knew I had to come home and I thought maybe I should take my time a little because it's all water. Okay. I lost 3 bedrooms, 3 closets, 3 bathrooms.
Oh no,
They're
no.
here. Oh, I still don't believe you. Say, come on, give me some acting. Oh,
So that part,
no, no. I, I should have been a contender. I always could have acted, but they didn't want me to act. They only wanted me to sing on the Broadway
oh
stage.
my gosh.
No, so I came home, and I cannot tell you. I am living, I hate to say in a back house, but I have actually a room
Hmm.
outside. That was now it's everything, but it was my screening room. It has no bathroom in it. It's
Oh.
across the way from where I'm sitting right now.
Hmm.
And living in it, they put my office on one side. They took all of the furniture out of it. They put my office on one side and they put my bed, thank God, my real bed, on the other side. And so I have a good bed sleeping, but there's boxes and everything around. So this is what I do. Okay. Ready? Say ready.
Ready?
Okay.
Did you like that? Right on cue. Come on.
Right on. Say ready, ready. Okay. So what happens is I can watch TV or do anything in this house, this one right there.
Yes.
I'm in it, but this one.
Yeah.
Few rooms like the kitchen here and the little den area is one room. So I can watch TV. I got time to go to sleep. I open open this door, but leave it unlocked. And then I turn on the light between this house and the screening room house, which is now my bedroom and office.
Yeah.
I go in there, I go to sleep, I set my alarm because ask me what I have to do every morning.
Funny you should ask. What do you need to do every morning?
Okay. I know that men are coming to dig me out of a lake here every
Yeah,
day. God knows how long, maybe 3 months, 4 months. They have to take out and walls and rebuild.
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
So I know, so I know they're coming in around 8:30 every day. Okay. But I have no bathroom in there, remember. So I set my alarm for 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I open that door,
Yeah.
open the laundry door, which is already unlocked because I gotta run to the bathroom in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I do. And then as soon as I stand up, I hear ding dong. I say, oh, my day has started.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's sick. It's very
It
bad.
is. That is so painful. If you didn't have a sense of humor, I mean, seriously, that could
You
drag
should
anybody
ask
down.
Tina, my assistant. Excuse me, she has to be an executive assistant because if she told you the way I have been the last 3 days or the last 3 years, she'd say, "Oh, stay away from that lady. She's, she's got a mean streak, Gina."
Oh,
It's like I've been so uptight.
oh, I'm sure. I'm sure,
Yeah,
seriously. Yeah, no, I get it. You do. I mean that though, sir. It's good that you have a sense of humor because obviously you're able to,
I don't, but
well,
I'm doing it
you're doing a good job.
right now.
Um, Let me ask you this. Talking about Knots Landing, by the way, and I did a lot of research on you. And I noticed in a lot of interviews, a lot of articles that I read, that you talked about how fun the set was. And I was wondering, did you guys play pranks on each other at any point? That kind of stuff?
I know there were some. Yeah. And I know that we have a giggle reel where we planned certain things and they knew we were going to do something. And so they would film it. And then we had a gag reel at the end. We only have two gag reels. They tried to keep the show pretty serious.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely.
Also, I'm digressing for a little bit. I never wanted the show to show a gag reel to
Hmm,
anybody
hmm.
because it takes the realism out of these people and their lives.
Sure.
Although it's fun to see it, it brings another dimension to it. But anyway, yes, we did. One I know, Donna, I was going to say Donna Van Ark. That's how I've been doing these days. Blah, blah, blah. That's supposed to be a cartoon. Didn't work. Anyway, so Donna had, had a scene with Gary, with Ted Shackelford, whose birthday was a couple of days ago. We wish him a happy birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
And she would talk to him, okay, in the scene, and he was behind the curtain in the shower. And, they would shoot one side and shoot the other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When it was on her and he opened the curtains, he was totally nude, totally top to bottom. You should see Donna's face, and everybody knew what was happening. Oh
So
my
everybody's
God,
kind
but
of
things
around
like that.
waiting.
Yeah. And then once Kevin Dobson, who I loved,
Yeah.
and I still love, Kevin Dobson, a man of all men. He was, for people out there who didn't really know him, if you saw his picture right now, you'd know him because he did zillions of things.
Of
But he
course he
played
did.
my husband on Knots. And this guy, oh, I think I digress again. We as a couple were magic. I'm sorry, all the couples had different lives,
Hmm.
but we had such a real thing together and such a warmth, and we were fun. We were funny. And, we were the guys that would stay married for the rest of our lives. We
Right.
represented a
Right.
marriage that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
But Kevin, um, okay, so he was playing a scene in a hospital and he went over to, then it was a payphone, okay, a payphone on a wall.
Yeah.
and he came to the phone and he proceeded to do a dialogue with the dialogue coach who was off stage. And he said, "Yeah, we're at the community hospital on so and so, whatever. Okay, I'll talk to you later." And then he picked up the whole phone that was on the wall and put it under his arm and left the scene. They would do things like that. And one of them, he was playing tennis, and on his shot, he threw the ball up and he whacked that tennis, and they cut to me, and I was looking kind of off camera like this, and all of a sudden, I caught the ball. Yeah, I mean, we would do fun things like
Oh, I love hearing that. I really do. I really do. Sorry, that was funny. So were you blown away that it actually went 14 seasons? And I know you were there for all 344 episodes, but look, I have an acting background myself, never the success you had, but I look at that and I go, 14 seasons. I mean, was there any point where you were looking at it going, we're still going?
Yeah, and what the hell am I doing here? Like, how old am I now? Anyone tell me my age, okay? I'm supposed to be 38. Give me my age. We were like, what was that series, the 30s? The
Oh, 30 something?
30 something. We
Yeah.
were 30 somethings of that day. And
Oh,
now
wow.
we're something. But no, I will say I got it was very difficult for me. I wanted to be on all the shows for many reasons.
Hmm.
It was, but it got a little, as any show does, it gets a little stale in terms of running out of storylines.
Sure, sure.
And you don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And then because I was the strong Karen and the good Karen and the virtuous Karen and the whatever, I had some of the castmates like Joan, who played everything, but she
Hmm.
played my best friend. So part of my character was Karen and Val.
Yeah.
Karen and Val hanging on to each other for dear life through everything. And she was gone all of a sudden. I lost a part of my character. She
Hmm.
wasn't there. You understand?
Yeah.
More times go by. And then um, Donna Mills, I almost forgot her name. Oh, why? Okay. Donna Mills left. I was like, okay, now who could be bad against me, the good?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like, it became difficult, but I will say, I used the time in such a way because I had a very uh, well run production company at the time, and I was doing a lot of things. So the more I stayed on the show, the more I got. The more I stayed on the show, kept my name around, everything was, and so people loved to watch this character playing different characters.
Sure.
I was always either writing or developing or in the middle of something that I did every minute I wasn't on camera there at the studio.
Were you for the show you were writing and developing or outside projects?
Oh, always. No, no, no. I directed many of the Knots Landings,
Right.
but I didn't write them, and Knots Landing didn't belong to me, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I was developing my own movies.
Hmm.
And it took a lot of time because every time you want to sell a movie, you can't. Oh, what did I do? Did I screw up you and me?
Not at all. On my end, you look great.
Oh, okay.
It's good. Yeah.
Guess what? Ask me what I see on my screen right now.
What do you see at the moment?
It says USO2 web dot zoom dot
Oh, how
US.
weird.
And it's a bit, no, I did it. I hit something. Let me see if I could hit
You
this
can
up.
adjust it. Like I said, I can edit this. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, but I think it's fun if you don't edit it because people
Okay, I'll leave it in. I'll leave it
absolutely
in. People, I mean,
praise my
honestly, everybody
hand.
loves to see because I always say life happens. What's it really matter?
I'm back.
Oh, fantastic. You did it. You know, I gotta say, you are a tech genius now.
Oh, I can edit a film, that I will tell you.
Well, come on.
Technique genius? No.
Yeah. Okay. So so what would you say as as far as your character, what were the probably the most emotionally demanding storylines that you personally, remember?
Well, when the show started, um, Don Murray, the great
Hmm.
Murray,
Great actor.
was my husband. Incredible actor.
Hmm.
Everyone on the set, including people around me, except for me, would call him Mr. Murray. They never
Mm.
called him by his first name.
Wow.
And whenever he was working, people stood around to just watch him. He was magic. What an incredible actor he was. And we had this, again, wonderful coupling. We were the same characters in terms of saving the world and being righteous. But we were the couple behind the white picket fence.
Right.
We were the people who watched Dallas and Dynasty.
Hmm.
We weren't Dynasty in Dallas. We were the people that thought, gee, what world are we living in today? It's decadent. It's all about greed. Everything out there was all about greed. And we were just everyday people. But he wrote a pilot for himself, brilliantly talented, and all of a sudden he wanted to go because the pilot sold.
Oh my gosh.
So he left the show. He got permission from David Jacobs to leave, and I thought, oh my God, what a horrible idea. Because I didn't know what I was going to do. It's
Of
like all of
course.
a sudden, I don't have a husband.
Yeah.
But what happened was it was a year of mourning, and to answer your question, going through a period of time where she was lost and then into dating a few different men that ended up being funny stories.
Hmm.
And then I met Kevin Dobson, my husband, Mac, and he was a jewel. So everything turned out great. People loved him.
Yeah, it's funny. When I think of Don Murray and I think of Kevin Dobson, they both had there's a likable quality. There's like
Mhm. Yes,
I know, like a man's man, guy's guy. I don't know how to put it,
both
but
of them. Yeah,
yeah,
you're
both of
right.
them. And so they could not have, segued between actors any better. I mean, it was really, really believable. And I was wondering in both of their cases, offset, because I'm not just saying this. I do agree with you. I think that your acting as a couple was so real. I loved what you just said, how you're like, look, we were the couple watching Knots Landing or watching Dallas. And that's about as true as it says. That's why I think your characters resonated so strong, because
Mhm.
it was like, wow, you're like my
I'm
neighbor.
you and me.
Yeah, right.
I'm an America dream. Come to me.
Right, right.
Who are these rich people?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right? They have castles and all those clothes.
right. It was
Right?
very interesting. So what was your relationship with Don, when the cameras weren't rolling, and same with Kevin?
Um, I don't know. Okay. With Don, I was more, although I adored him, and he was very
Sure.
welcoming and loving and sweet.
Yeah.
But there's something a little daunting about the man and all
Hmm.
the work he had done, and people who just lauded him for all the things that he did, Academy Award and everything. But
Right. Right.
um, I had a different relationship there. Very loving, very sweet. I
I
visited him
understand.
in Santa Barbara a few times. And Kevin and also he was older than me. We were, there was an age difference. And with Kevin, we just we fooled around all the time.
Hmm.
He treated me like a wife and I treated him like a husband. And if ever we would have disagreements, it was very funny on the set as two people. It was always love behind it. And we'd argue like a husband and wife would argue. It was exactly like a husband and wife.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
what you saw of our characters were what we were in life. And,
Oh,
we're always, if anyone saw us on the set, this is very much me, but if anyone saw us on the set, they would swear we were having an affair because I was always hugging. We were holding each other all the time. And it was just a loving, I can't explain it.
hmm.
But his wife used to call me wife number two.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could, it's so funny though. There's part of me I just believe it. You can feel that on screen. You just can. There's a warmth
Yeah.
there between you guys that
Yeah.
you can't
I mean,
I don't care how good an actor you are.
right. You
Yeah.
could. It's
Yeah.
funny as it's been on the air now again, streaming.
Right.
I've caught a couple of scenes. I don't want to, but I've caught a couple of scenes where people have sent me things where I look at this couple and I'm amazed at the kind of thing we had together and the humor,
Yeah.
the fun we had. We did comedy scenes constantly. I
Ah,
mean, we did. We would call them, I tell you, we did light comedy, we did romantic comedy along with everything else. And it was fun. So
wow.
we had a great set of people. First of all, most of the people on our show were stage people. They had training and they came from the stage or they did stage. And
Mhm.
um, there was a great respect for everybody
Yeah.
between us.
No,
There wasn't
yeah.
a dud in the group.
Yeah, I would agree. No, you said it well. Everybody was t top of their game, and then everybody elevated everybody else,
But
too.
you know what's fun? I'm sorry, go on.
No, you go on. Go.
Oh, now Donna said this the other day. She said, I'm so upset. She said, I went into a market and I was looking at the magazine stands and everything, and it said the great television of the 80s, right?
Yeah.
She picks it up, page, 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 nothing.
Oh,
And
come
that
on.
was, oh, I am telling you. And so I finally said it the other day on the podcast. Not that they listen, but whatever. I said, what's with this People magazine? Because it was People magazine. How can you? And everybody did it. Everybody. We were not claimed a successful big show of the 80s.
Oh, come on.
No
Oh,
one mentions it. Okay, seriously. Now, Julie Harris and we were in the first year we were nominated for Emmys.
yeah.
After that, nothing and never anything for the show because I think at first they saw us as what David Jacobs meant it to be was not a soap opera,
Hmm.
but this storytelling of these people, and they liked our work. After that, when soaps became soaps and soaps, it somehow diminished what I believe, what we were. Now, we surpassed in numbers. We won our time slot. Another drink, please. Now, okay. We won, we had great shows opposite us, Hill Street Blues and another one I can't think of, major.
Yeah.
We were on the air opposite them all those years. We
Wow.
might not have been number one, but we were right up with them. Always, they're
Hmm.
not going to take
I know
that
you
off
always saw
the
it. You
air.
always saw it. Yeah.
Okay. Then at the end, we went on longer than Dallas. Hello, but we can't mention the Knots Landing as one of the major shows. Oh,
Oh, please.
how
Please.
dare you? People Magazine, get a
Yeah.
life. What is this? Not just People Magazine. Everybody who always talked about the great shows of the 80s.
Right. Well, I
And
think your
I say it
fans, I think the American public knows that, though. I mean, my gosh, it was a
now. They do.
staple. Yeah, no doubt about that.
They do.
Did you actually audition for Knots Landing, or were you just approached for the part?
The reason I was approached, and no people don't know this either. I had an amazing career before Knots Landing.
Oh, come on,
I
I
had
know it.
no, I'm just telling our
Yeah,
audience.
yeah, yeah.
And so no, I didn't have to audition. They just offered it to me because at that point I had done two or three major movies before it, The Love Bug, in case anyone wants to see me in that Volkswagen again
I think you're
with the
phenomenal. That's
helmet.
oh my gosh. I remember when I first saw it. Are you kidding me? I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen the Love Bug probably 3, 4 times, but I remember.
Oh
I
my
really do.
God. And none of that money went to me. And
Oh
then
yeah.
I did.
Oh,
And then there was How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying,
I
which was
love
on
that.
Broadway and then ended up doing the film.
Weren't
And
you like
we did
17 by the way, or
three at
something
that
like
point,
that?
3 or 4 Broadway shows, as one of the major people up there
Uh-huh.
on the screen or whatever it is. And so, and then I was singing a lot, and those were the days, God bless them, of the variety shows.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I did
So
so
many.
much variety and singing. That's what I was known for. So
Yeah.
they just said, Michele Lee, we want you for Karen, period. And I was frightened because I didn't know what not. They told me it was a spin-off of Dallas, and I said, wait,
Yeah.
what? And then they said, no, these are self-contained stories. So I thought, interesting.
That
And then
is
it became a soap opera.
right.
And
Right.
I have nothing bad to say about all of my friends who were on the show who are brilliantly talented. And of course, did a lot of the soap centric things that
Sure,
we
sure.
do.
Um, I mean, that I do want to talk
Look
about
at
all
how
this.
bad my light is. Should I tell them
Your
why I
light
sat
looks
back?
good. Anybody?
No, don't tell me that.
Jeez.
I'm going to tell the audience now. You already, Kanahura, is kind of, you're not as beautiful as me. So I'm going to tell them, you see all this light, everybody? There is, because I have no house,
Right.
there is a skylight right up above me. We don't like that light.
Oh
We
my
like, wait, maybe not that one either.
God.
What is that light? Okay, I'm back.
You're good. You're good. I gotta say. Okay, I do want to talk about those other films. I really do, and Broadway, but I just don't want to miss anything with Knots. I had a question about the Pollyanna speech. I guess is the best way to put it. How much input did you have into that? Because with fans, that's such a kind of I don't know. Let's call it an iconic moment. But how much say did you have in that speech?
That was all David Jacobs. And I'll tell you why everybody saw it and is and was an iconic speech. It was at a period of time that I touched on before. It was at a period of time it was Reaganism years.
Hmm.
And there were a lot of things that might be happening right now where a lot of things were cut in. The government was cutting a lot of things maybe the public wanted, and they were getting a shortcut, a lot of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Happened at that time was there started to be people who didn't have enough and they wanted more. So unfortunately, there were more burglaries, and all of a sudden people were breaking into cars who did
Hmm.
that before, and robberies in the house. And there was one thing that happened, which was a woman put her daughter on the front lawn, right? And she went away for 3 minutes and came back. Her daughter was gone.
Mm.
She was taken from the front of the house. So
Oh,
it was a time they
yeah.
called the 80s the uh, 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 a world of decadence or whatever it was
Mhm.
called. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Pollyanna speech, basically what she's saying to one of the characters, he calls her Pollyanna and she says, I'm not a Pollyanna. I want to be a Pollyanna. The
Hmm.
world should be good. We always were good. We had things. We didn't have to worry about people stealing money through the mail. We didn't have
Right.
to worry about locking up our cars and locking up our houses and leaving our kids in the front. I want to be a Pollyanna.
Mm.
I want to be a Pollyanna. So it came from that, and I think the audience was filled with the same feelings. It's
Yeah.
when we started to have to close our back door. Remember, there was a time where, maybe not you, but there was a time where you left your back door open and your aunt would come in with a pie.
Yep.
Yeah, hi, I'm here. I'm bringing in a pie. And no one worried about their back door.
Right.
So my character on Knots Landing had my girlfriend, Val, the two of us best friends, she would just walk into the set, my
Yeah.
back door, and say, Hi, Karen, I'm here and want to have coffee. And she would sit down, we'd have coffee together. From that day on, from that period of time on, she had to ring her doorbell. We
Oh.
actually had to change it. She
Mm.
had to knock and say, It's Val, can I come in?
Mm.
Everything changed.
Wow.
Hold on to your hats, everybody. We might be in for it again.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No,
I
no.
know. What? We won't go there. We won't go there. Hey, I do have a question about, I was thinking about this when you said that. How was the set, in the, how was it set up? Because I have a lot of subscribers that always want to know, like, how was it? Was this the living room? Was this the, what was it set up like?
Okay. First of all, we did have a cul-de-sac, but
Mm.
the cul-de-sac, they rented the cul-de-sac houses from the people. They actually had to pay those people who lived in those houses X amount of dollars every time we were there.
Hmm.
There was only one house that was used, and it was Joan Van Ark's house, Val's house, that they used more of the house because we would go sit in there, and sometimes we'd have makeup done in there, and we'd talk, we'd watch TV or whatever. This is the
Hmm.
only house.
Interesting.
The rest of them, for instance, if I went on the cul-de-sac opening my front door, I would open my front door and it would cut to me coming into the living room, but
Hmm.
that would be on the set
Hmm.
in the studio.
Interesting.
See the door open and there I am on the
Yeah.
set. The sets were always the same. We always knew where Karen's look was, what that house was, what Val's house was. And Donna, who played the tramp bitch. Oh, did I go next door? I didn't mean to. She was in a lot of houses because she kept making money. Isadora with the scarf, I just rolled over my
Oh
scarf.
my God.
No, I'm serious.
Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
No, why
No,
should I be?
not okay.
Okay, so I'm not kidding.
It's just stuck. It's
Here
stuck
we
to it.
go. Tell
Oh,
this
there.
man not to drive away or I'm in trouble. So anyway, the Donna Mills character would always get more money and more money. She was
Yep.
almost living in Dallas. She had so much money. And so therefore, the place she lived in kept getting more expensive and right.
Yeah.
She kept doing more and more men on the cul-de-sac.
Right. So if you walked on the stage, how was it set up? What was next door?
Oh, okay. On In the beginning it was MGM. It became Sony Studios afterward, but Dallas, the actors from Dallas, and Kevin and me were next to each other on sound stages.
Wow.
And when we walked through, I'm not kidding now. Wait. And when we walked through this alleyway, all of our one by one, there were dressing rooms. It'd be my dressing room and Kevin and JR and Bobby, and we were all, you know,
In a
in one
line.
row, right? Um, and then the rest of the cast was on stage 25, which was across the way, down the street and across the way, where they
Hmm.
shot None of the Yellow Brick Road. Da, da,
Yeah.
da, that.
The Wizard of Oz. I love it. Okay.
And yeah, so we were not together, but together.
Hmm. Interesting. It's so interesting. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, cool. Well, tell me this. The Love Bug, obviously. I mean, I thought you were great. I'm serious. I still think you're great in
Did you
it.
love my helmet?
I did love it. And I can still picture you in that helmet inside the car. And it was great. What what was it like to be around Buddy Hackett? I was just I
Oh, I knew Buddy Hackett before that because, and he was crazy as you would ever think he was. He was that and more.
oh my gosh.
And he talk. I can't do him, but and he talked the same way. Yeah.
Oh,
Um, and the reason I knew him well, and Lucy and all those people up on that other age and echelon,
yes.
was because I was singing and entertaining at such a young age that I kind of climbed, not climbed, wrong word, that I kind of was exposed to their
Hmm.
world through doing variety and all
Yes.
those other kinds of shows. So I knew them all. And so I knew him before that. But I tell you the interesting thing about the Love Bug is at that time we only had green screen. They didn't do all the things they could do today
Right.
uh, with faking wherever you are, including that's not a real actor. He looks and sounds like one, but it ain't one,
Exactly.
right? And I'm flying, but you're not flying. You're doing all that technology, that new technology, but then we didn't have it. What we had was a green screen or a blue screen. And
Yeah.
for the audience who doesn't know it, it was a way that they would project onto the scene you were doing where you were. If you were driving a car, you were in a dummy car or you were being pulled, your car was being pulled by another car,
Hmm.
and they would roll a street in the back going by,
Oh wow.
what we used
Yeah.
to do.
Oh
And
yeah.
so imagine us, I've told this story before, but it's fun.
Sure.
Um, when I was doing the Love Bug, of course, it was the Volkswagen. I love the new thing they're doing now. You could be like everybody else, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how to say it, but I love that commercial. Anyway, um, then I would be sitting, and not me, the three of us, Dean Jones and Buddy Hackett and me with
Yeah.
our helmets. And
Love
the
that helmet.
director, and we would be sitting in a mock-up. If you had the camera down lower, you would just see we were on a little truck or a little platform or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'd be there, and supposedly, we were in a race or whatever we were, and the director would say, "Okay, guys, now when I say action, imagine that you're jumping over a stream going to the other side of the stream. Okay, action." And that
Whoa.
was either me making love in a love story, or I didn't fit in, or it was me in a Volkswagen. And
Yeah.
that's how they did it.
Hmm.
It was like we had to act.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. You had to act. Yeah. Was so when you said Buddy Hackett was his nuts, was it hard? You were talking about trying to keep a straight face on screen. Would he be just, throwing
Never
out like
stopping.
one-liners and things constantly?
Mhm. Worse than he was Mickey Rooney.
Oh,
I
the
did
comic.
a
You
movie
yeah.
with Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
I played his wife, and his best friend was Mickey Rooney.
Wow.
I tell you, there was no comparison. The man,
Really?
oh no, no. Mickey Rooney never, ever stopped. He would never stop. You couldn't see him kind of, I'm just going to relax for a while. Could someone just bring me some water? It's so hot here. That would not be him. He'd be singing, dancing, making jokes. I was always attention, give me attention, attention. And I'm not putting him down for that. We all have
Mhm.
our problems, but he was needy. And they always talk about him. He
Oh
was
yeah.
so needy. He had to be loved. He had to entertain to be loved. That's how he felt, I'm
Mhm.
sure, whether he knew it or not. That I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, and Dick Van Dyke, my God,
Mm.
come on. And Dick Van Dyke and I remained friends to this very day.
Really?
Yeah, remain friends. I've seen him. Unfortunately, I haven't seen him in the last maybe 6 months, but I've been to his house. I was afraid with the fires because the house
Yeah.
across
Hmm.
their street was on fire. He's
Right.
been to my house. Man, he's even been to this house. He was
Oh,
to my other house, and now he's been to, in fact, right out there where I run to come in to go to the bathroom,
yes.
sat out there at a picnic table.
That's
No,
cool. That's
really. And I love his wife. And the love story is so real because, as elderly, and I hate to say old, and he is,
well,
as
he's
he
almost
is,
100. I mean, if he has he hit 100, yeah.
just any minute.
Yeah.
But his wife is much, much younger than him.
Hmm.
So that when they started going with each other, most people felt, oh my God, what's going on? How is he going to handle this? And you're sure that this woman's trying to do a number,
Well,
okay?
sure, sure. That's what everybody's going to think. Yeah.
Not so.
Hmm.
It's a love story. He loves her so much, and they have fun together. They sing all that. He, as much as he could do today, he
Yeah.
does it, all of it, and
It's
people love
impressive.
him.
Oh gosh, are you
Now, can
kidding
I
me?
interview you for a minute? Oh,
Yeah, right. The other side of the coin.
I
Um,
really don't want to.
no. Hey, oh my gosh, you got me on that one.
Sorry.
The other, no, I love it. So the other one that I was curious about is uh a little bit more recent, was Along Came Polly, because you
Yeah,
played Ben Stiller's mom in that.
yeah.
And not that I don't want to hear about Ben, but Phillip Seymour Hoffman was in that too, you know?
I know.
Um,
See, I could start to cry because it was such a struggle, obviously, as people know how he died and that he was addicted for so
yes.
many years to things that would make him feel a little better in life.
Yeah.
And so many people fall into that category. When I did the movie with him, this is not supposed. Wait, hi there. I can't talk. I'm in a very important interview. I'm actually on camera, not looking so good right now. But goodbye, goodbye. Call me back. They said
We'll
you
keep
should
that.
keep it. You have to keep that.
Exactly. No,
Okay.
that's magic, magic.
Then right. Um, but he was sober when I did that movie, and I was such. I hate to say such a fan, but I knew his work,
Yeah.
and talk about the brilliance of this man,
Hmm.
what he did in the theater and how he worked the theater and had his own group in New York and everything he could do everything
Hmm.
from serious anything to total comedy, which he did in Along Came Polly. And people knew that he had had a drug problem before, and we also knew that he was clean and sober
Hmm.
for long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
And then the devil got him somehow one day. You can't have one, as they say.
Hmm.
And that was it. And when he passed away, oh my God, especially when I knew how he passed away, it
Yeah,
was, but playing to get to more fun things. No, doing that movie was a lot of fun. And yeah, it was just one of those good times.
yeah. Was he, look, was he when he was then sober? What was he like offset? Was he more of a guy that stuck to his character, or could he,
No,
okay.
we'd laugh all the time.
Mm.
And somehow what I'm remembering is me getting him all the time. I don't, but kind of what I'm doing with you now,
Yeah,
put
yeah,
down,
yeah.
putting you down, that kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. I got it. Okay, that's cool though. That's
But I
great to
would,
hear.
I would, and he would, we'd just laugh. We had a good time.
Oh gosh, that's really something. Going back to what you were saying earlier, you said how to succeed in business without really trying, which by the way, I love that movie. And you've got Robert Morse. But you did, am I right? You were 17 when you did it on stage, is that right?
No, I was more. I was 19 going on 20 when
Okay,
I did
nine.
it.
Okay, great. The
I was a
19.
baby. I was a
Yeah,
kid.
you were really, yeah, you were a baby, and that's a
Yeah.
major. Now I looked it up. Am I right on this that Rudy Valee was part of the cast?
Yes, he was.
I
He
mean,
was
that's
billing higher than Michele Lee, if you could
wow.
believe it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you talk about icon. I mean, that's like something else.
The reason I'm sure he was an icon, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, from another world, as far as a lot of people like me and Bobby and everything, I'm sure, knew who Rudy Valley was, but we weren't of his time. We just
sure.
knew
No, I
him,
agree.
okay? And I'm sure that they hired him and he was wonderful in it, perfect in it, actually. Um, I'm sure they did it for the very reason that it was Rudy Valley and how stuffy Rudy Valley could be.
Oh, definitely.
And it was brilliant. It was brilliant casting. And you know what he would do? Um, I was there for on stage for 2 years, 2 years and 2 months. Talk about a long
What
run.
a run. What a
Yeah.
run. Yeah.
Last 2 months, Bobby wasn't in it. Okay. He went on his merry way. It was like losing Val and Abby.
I believe that. I believe that
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Oh, Bobby Morse, I was gonna call you honey. When I get fakaked,
Hmm.
Bobby Morse, honey, I cannot tell you. Hey, also, I just loved Bobby Morse. Started off with having a crush on him, right? And I had to do that show because I had a crush on him.
Oh yeah.
And I told him that in later years. And we also were friends through God. I worked with him so many times after that.
Mm.
And he was at my house and we'd have barbecues. I mean, some of these people are I don't let them go.
Yep.
Don't let them go. There's people like that. They're
Yep.
going to stay with me whether you like it or not. Is my lip up?
It is. It is a little bit to the
I
side.
did that in many movies. You're going
Yeah.
to stay
I'm just
when I
glad my
did my
fans
when
got
I
it, or
did
my
my West.
subscribers got a chance to see it.
I did a lot of mess. No, that's the wrong word. I did I did a lot of westerns as well.
Westerns. Westerns. Yes. What? So going
Point me in the right
going back.
direction.
What? So when you went from that and then you got the film version of
Yeah.
that, did that quote unquote kind of like really change things for you at that point then to go from doing it on stage to suddenly you're in this major film? Did your life completely kind of turn around a bit because of that?
And what happened, honestly, was I had done two Broadway shows before How to Succeed. One was lasted like 8 nights, and the one after that was 3 months. Um, but this one, I think that was the first time people knew my name when
Mhm.
I was on stage before. Now, they didn't know me, my name, but the people in the business knew who Michele
Right,
Lee.
right, right.
So that was really the first time doing the movie. Obviously, just augmented the sense of who I was. And at the same time, I was still singing. I was singing. I had contracts with CBS Records or Columbia Records and a few kind of hits.
My gosh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And a lot of many, many variety shows and specials.
Who out of all those variety shows and the specials, which I definitely remember you on a few, by the way, what who are your favorite, I mean, really, I hate to use that. Well, no, I don't. I'm just going to use the term icons because there's like, the Frank Sinatra, Lucille Ball, I could go on. With being around all of them, who would you say are like, the two of your favorites that for you, it was like, this is pretty awesome that I'm actually working with, you know,
I had a few of those.
I,
I did many, many Carol Burnett shows.
oh,
Of course, the world loves, as they do, that other guy that I love.
uh,
She's an icon like nobody else. Also, I'd never worked with Lucille Ball, but here's my little story about her.
sure.
I was on the artist committee of the Kennedy Center Honors, and one year she was getting the honor, and I had already known her because I knew her daughter. Lucy.
Lucy,
I
sure.
say Lucy Jr., but it's really her dad's name.
Yeah,
Um,
Lucy Arnaz. Yep.
yeah. Um, and so I was talking to her before the night she got her uh honor, the
Yeah.
stripes
Yeah,
they
that
would.
ribbon yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I said, you don't have to do anything. You just sit back and enjoy. You never have to entertain. You just sit there and people honor you, right? And then the next night, the president is there sitting up in the president's box, and you're just watching the show with people with him, watching people entertain you. You never have to do anything. So she said, no, I don't believe it. Oh, you know her voice then should
Yeah,
sound
I
like
remember. Got
she
yeah.
smoked for God knows how many years. But
Yeah.
anyway, we were flying home together from, I was one seat in front of her. She was married to Gary Morton at the time. She was they were sitting back.
Yeah.
And she went off to the bathroom, to the restroom, whatever. And when she came out, I went back in. At the time you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
turns. Okay. When I got in there, it was pristine. It was all the water was mopped off, everything's shiny. And I went up to her and I said, what did you do? That bathroom is like you cleaned the bathroom. She said, yes. At a moment like this, I want God to know I'm not a prima donna.
I could totally see.
She did say that.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot about
Yeah.
her.
I'm not a prima donna.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
not a prima donna. I just wipe it up and go, don't you dare.
Who else like okay. So
Fred Astaire.
yeah, there you go.
Okay. He
Man,
did
you
a
were so
special
many.
and I was his guest star.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was Fred Astaire. He was Fred Astaire. And so Fred Astaire and I, one day, we were doing a part of the special where we would talk to the audience, but there was no audience. Okay. We talked to the camera, set up something, and there was no one was there. So I do a little thing of mine and I sit down in this audience seat. I'm not on camera and I'm sitting. Then he goes up and he does a few speeches about, what he's going to set up. And then he comes down to me and he says, what do you think? Was I okay?
Oh,
Fred Astaire asked
Fred
me if
Astaire's
he
asking you.
was okay. And I looked at him and I Mm, I didn't do that, but if I
No,
tell the
I know. I
story, I
know.
was, yeah, I don't know, maybe do another one. Go do
Go.
another one.
That's really funny. Oh my gosh. Did you, look, because I know, like you said, you were exposed at a younger age to be with these, like, icons. Did you realize, like, at that time? Because I've talked to some people that are like, well, I didn't really know them, so it didn't hit me as much. But did it kind of hit you like, wow, this is crazy that I'm working with these people right now? Like, or was it like that, or was it just, it's another actor, it's another.
I was very weird. I am. First of all, if I was told that I got a job, I would never get excited. I don't know why.
Hmm,
I would kind of, but I was never excited until after I did whatever I was doing.
hmm,
And it's like you don't want to, it's like you can't believe it's really yours and you don't want to
hmm,
until it's done. And I had this kind of attitude, and I'd have to analyze it, which I do a lot. But I have to analyze why I was like that when I did so many of these shows.
hmm.
Um, Fred Astaire, give
Yeah.
me a break. Lord, Michelle, too much Mickey Rooney. Come on, Michelle. It's Fred Astaire. It's wait. I did Ed Sullivan like two or three times. And I have a picture of this when I came off the stage once. I did something very funny with two other people. Very funny.
Yeah.
And as I came up over this wall at the end of the thing I was doing, he was laughing and he took me around, and I have that picture laughing with me.
With Ed Sullivan?
Yes,
Oh, wow. Okay.
really. I wish I had it right here. I'd show you. Oh
Oh,
my God.
wow.
Like
Well,
Ed Sullivan. That's not.
maybe
I
you
was singing
protected,
Oliver.
maybe that's how you protected yourself, Maybe that's how you kind of held it together, so to speak.
Mhm.
I get that. And you were in a ton of stuff, but one of the ones that I spotted too was Night Gallery, and I found it interesting. It was with your ex-husband,
Yes,
and it was the
Jim
title.
Farentino.
Yeah, James Farentino. The title was so long to that episode that I can't even say. It was like something Saint
Yeah.
Ada and Miss Doctor.
And it was, I believe, Aunt Ida came to stay or something like that.
Yeah, with Dr. Hyde and something. I don't, it's just a
It was
long
what?
title. Yeah, Dr. Hyde's in there too, or Mr. Hyde.
Oh, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. But what, that show, I will tell you, I mean, when I was younger, literally scared
Oh,
out of
oh
me.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
could not, I could barely watch it. What was that like, your experience of shooting that? And I guess, obviously on top of it, you were with your then, husband. What was
Yeah,
that
we
like?
were very supportive of each other when we were working.
Yeah.
We actually enjoyed it, never had a problem with it at all, ever. He was very supportive of me and very supportive of my career and what I was doing in my career. So we always liked working together.
Hmm. Was Night Gallery, was it any different working on that kind of show because of it being so kind of a scary show, or was it just like it's another set or
Yeah,
or
it's a
not?
very scary set,
Yeah, I
but
believe it.
nah, 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 I don't care.
So you
It was,
enjoyed the experience.
yeah,
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Gosh, you had, another one that I saw was Love American Style. You were on like 5 episodes of that,
yeah,
which I
many of
always
them.
loved it. Uh,
Yeah.
were those fun experiences? Because they're fun as an audience to watch.
Mhm. The reason I loved doing them was because it was comedic.
Hmm.
And when you get a chance to basically do all out and out comedy, unless you're on a comedy show.
Right.
So that was my joy then, playing different characters and having fun with them. And I guess I always liked my life as a comedian.
I
But
always thought you were so
was
funny.
they never. people never, excuse me, I'll hold this.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I've always thought of you. I mean, honestly, I realized that you were on Knots Landing. I know that that will always be the iconic, hey, Knots Landing. But I've always thought of you as just funny, and you made me smile and made me laugh. And I see you more in that light personally than I do, the dramatic actress. Not that you're not great, but I'm
No,
just saying I
I
love
might
seeing
not
you
be
in that.
great.
Well,
No, I'm serious. I shouldn't say it might not be great. I am the kind of actor that I am, that I enjoy being, that feels very comfortable to me. But high drama and I never say this, by the way, ever. Of course, I'm an actor. I can do anything.
right. Can you ride a horse? Yes, I can.
Yes,
I
yes, I
know, I
can.
know,
I'm
I
not
know the way
there.
it works.
Never
That's
played
right.
tennis in my life.
That's
I
right.
once did. I once did. Of course, I can ride a horse. I was
I know.
doing, and I couldn't. I was
Oh,
doing Alias Smith and Jones.
oh, yeah, Pete
Remember
Duel and
that
Ben
show?
Murphy.
Okay. I
Yeah.
took over a character that was played by Sally Fields.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
She had an arc. There was like 4 or 5 shows. And
Yeah.
something happened. She couldn't do it. She did one. So I took over her character. And of course, there were horses there.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
there's horses here.
Every episode they rode. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, of course I do. I was so scared because, I started writing and I'm writing and I'm right-handed. So I go,
Oh,
no, they don't do that. You hold it in this hand. Oh,
oh,
but then can I hold this horn thing? Because I am going to fly off.
right, right.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Managed to make it look. I mean, other people played me really running, but I had to do a couple of those where they could see my face.
Oh,
Very scary. Yeah.
oh, that
I
is.
had bruises, you know where.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Oh, oh
or
my
as Maurice Chevalier once. Oh,
God.
oh,
Oh, um, the
oh.
the
Hey.
the so by the way, so that was Pete Duel and Ben Murphy on that
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
did what
One,
was that a fun experience or not?
I know the original passed away and
Yeah,
they,
Pete Duel. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, I believe I think
yes,
it
you
was
played.
self-inflicted. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get over that.
No,
It's just, but I didn't do it with him. I did it with the guy after him.
okay. Okay, I got you. Who did a good job, by the way. You did a good job, but that was tough. That was a tough
Yeah.
subject. Wow, that's so funny. Seriously, Michelle, because like I told you, I have an acting background. I swear that was always the line, can you ride a horse? Sure, I can. Like
Yeah.
every actor, you're like, yeah, of course. Can you ride a bike? Of course, whatever it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, I just want the
Juggle?
job. Yeah.
Oh, oh,
That's
oh.
hey, one I didn't see necessarily in your credits, but I was curious. I saw you mention it like for a split second. You said Circus with the Stars. Were you on that? Because I've always wondered about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did about 3 of them.
What? Oh my gosh. What was that experience like? Because as a viewer, I always thought, how cool is
Can I
this?
ride a horse? Oh, oh, oh. Wow. They taught me to
Wow.
green screen.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
No, I did. And one of them, oh gosh, I can't remember a name now. I'm dying. There were okay, there's 2 actors, the brothers,
Uh-huh.
and the father was
Oh wait, the bridges? Are we talking about?
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
So the person, the father,
Lloyd.
pardon me?
Lloyd Bridges?
Yeah, Lloyd, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
He was introducing me and he was standing to the side. And I was tied up and ankles and the whatever. And there was a fire coming at me. And it was, can't you get out in time?
Oh,
Kind
come
of a
on.
thing. Okay. Well, I knew how to get out. But as you know, I'm a wonderful actor. So I waited until that fire was so close that Lloyd Bridges, and I swear, ran into the scene to get me.
Wow.
Yes, he ran into the scene. And that's what a gentleman, brave man he was. He went right in it.
Okay, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
We were talking about
And all
man's
I had to
man,
do
guy's
was
guy.
something like that, you know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't believe he did that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. It
Wow.
looked too real. And by the way, I was so wonderful in that role. No, that's
Oh,
after I burned.
oh
Wait.
my gosh. Did you, by the way, were those fun experiences to be on those shows? I mean, they were always fun to
Yeah,
watch, but yeah.
I know why, because I had great legs and I had a chance to show them.
There you go. Hey,
That
you
was
knew the
it.
strengths. That worked. Um, okay, well, listen, yeah, like I said, there were a ton of ton of things, but you just were on so many. By the way, the other one was very early on was Red Skelton Show. I
Oh
saw that.
yeah, I did one.
Yeah,
Oh God. I did one or two.
yeah.
Wait. Well, I know we're into our second interview right now,
Oh,
right? Oh
we're
yes,
getting.
we are. Don't
Oh
tell
no,
me.
no, no, no.
Yes, you'll just put me on episode one, two, and four.
No, I won't. I
Okay.
promise I'll keep it as just one for
Wait
the.
a minute.
Well, yeah. What
What did
was
we just say? Oh,
Red
Red
Skelton
Skelton.
Show?
Okay. Oh, hello. Here's Red Skelton. Wait, let me think about his line. Oh, okay. I don't know if I can say this, but yeah, I can.
You can.
There was something with a heart. And I don't remember what it was, but then there was a heart on me, and he said, "Oh, you have a heart on." We could cut that out if you want to, but I
Oh,
enjoy.
it's fine. I think people get the inside joke. I got it. I got it.
That was red.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Okay.
goodbye.
All right. Listen, thank you so
I can't.
much.
The heat.
Oh, you have been so great, Michelle. Are you kidding me?
I
I've had
had
so much
fun.
fun.
I was silly. I had fun.
Oh, I had a great time with you. I totally enjoyed it. And you know what? I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I mean it. The fact that you did this with me and did the interview with what you're dealing with obviously the pipe breaking, everything, it means a lot. And I
Thank
appreciate
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's really awful here, and I mean it.
No, I
It's
know.
real bad.
I hear you. Well,
But look,
keep
I have all these books to read. That's that's what I have. I could sit here and read myself year after year after year. And say, did they get the plumbing fit?
Give her a book. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And
No, thank you.
I'm just wishing you the best on everything. And I hope I see you at some point. Definitely.
That'd be nice.
All right,
Be
Michelle.
nice.
Been a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed the interview. Please don't forget to hit the subscription button and also hit the notification bell right after that so that you get notified whenever I have a new episode. And be sure to check out some of my other interviews. Henry Winkler, Jerry Mathers, Angela Cartwright, Shelley Fabre. It goes on and on. They're so great. Enjoy.